Very nice. Yes. Wait a minute, isn't it better to give than receive? I think that's also important. Anyway, lots of fun stuff going on. Don't get stressed out about the holidays. Enjoy it. Now, hopefully you've been getting out and about lately because the weather's been okay. The streets have been dry for the most part. We've had a little bit of drizzle, but no significant storms this week so far. But we do have some snow coming. So this is an indication of what kind of winds we're going to see. So yes, they're going to be sustained 20 to 40 kilometers per hour over the lakes, perhaps a little bit stronger. But this is what we're concerned about. So in the lighter blue, this is all around the GTA, 5 to 10 centimeters. This is Wednesday night into Thursday. So Thursday morning's commute may be a tricky one, to say the least. If you're headed east, 10 to 15 centimeters. If you're going to Ottawa, 15 to 25 centimeters. Possibly. Temperatures Wednesday morning, a little cooler than what we saw on Tuesday. Even daytime highs, slightly below seasonal. Around the world in 60 seconds. Yes, I'm anxious to see what the results are of all the testing. I think all Canadians want to know what are the best boots to keep us from falling. Of course, we have to be strong as well. Nice, strong core, so we're not wiping out ourselves. Okay, so cool temperatures to the south, much colder to the north. There's a big contrast between what's happening in southern Ontario versus northern Ontario, although temperatures will be cooler on Wednesday than what we've seen for a while. So, rather than getting a little bit of rain or drizzle, we are going to see snow, and it could be accumulating snow and it could be problematic. Of course, if you're a child making a snowman, it's the best thing ever. But if you are driving, it's not going to be great. So temperatures in the morning -3, -4 for most areas, and in the afternoon, not climbing all that much. So temperatures a little bit cooler, about 5 degrees cooler than what we saw on Tuesday. So here's the snow coming. Be ready for Thursday morning. Taking a look at the rest of the country next. That's all part of the nor'easter that's been impacting Atlantic Canada. It's impacting eastern Quebec down towards the southwest and eventually into Ontario as well. Temperature-wise, this is what it looked like on Tuesday. Nothing too dramatic. Still cold in Winnipeg, -10, but your temperatures are about to warm up. Very mild in Saskatchewan and in Alberta. Calgary, 9 degrees, but the record breakers were in BC. Of course, they couldn't really enjoy the warmth because of the rain that has been coming down. Rain took a break for the afternoon, but intensified again. The winds have been howling on the BC coast. There are a number of rock slides closing highways there, as well as part of the seawall in Delta, just south of Metro Vancouver. It's part of Metro Vancouver, but in the south, part of the seawall collapsed, and that has left some homes vulnerable to flooding. So they're watching for storm surge again through the morning hours. Benefiting from all of this in the west with mild air, and there's the stormy weather for Ontario, Quebec, and the Maritimes. So for the north, it is snow. For the south, it's heavy rain. And we're talking about in excess of 100 millimeters of rain. There are a lot of warnings to go along with this nor'easter. Strong winds, heavy snow to the north, heavy snow in Ontario as well. Coming up, around the world in 60 seconds. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Just try to avoid the ones you see on this edition of Around the World in 60 seconds. A sinkhole can pop up anywhere. Most of the time, all you need is heavy rain to erode soluble bedrock, and scenes like this from China can happen. Erosion was the reason for this major collapse in Morocco. Days of heavy downpours turned this highway into a one-way road. When you have a crippling drought causing dangerous wildfires, the charred land becomes a prime location for flash flooding. That's exactly what happened near Los Angeles, where 120 millimeters of rainfall in just 6 hours overwhelmed some neighborhoods. Turns out volcanoes do exist around the Great Lakes. That is, ice volcanoes. They've been popping up recently due to a combination of ground level temps being slightly below freezing and waves towering several meters high. And we end with these heavenly sights out of South Carolina. While fog usually is a nuisance, we'll say this is beautiful. Kind of a mild day for skating. This is in Waterloo at the Square. Zamboni working hard there, getting everything cleared up. Well, kind of a gray, drizzly day across much of southern Ontario, but temperatures slightly milder than average. 4.4 at Pearson. We had 1.5 in Mount Forest, a little cooler in Waterloo, 2.7, but milder in the Niagara region. St. Catharines getting up to 7.2 Celsius for the afternoon. So we've certainly got it easy in southern Ontario in comparison to what's happening in the eastern half of the country and the western half of the country, where we've got some significant storms happening. But ours is coming. So temperatures are dropping. This is Wednesday morning. Wednesday night, we have a system that is pulling in. So this is the nor'easter we've been talking about affecting Atlantic Canada, Quebec, Eastern Ontario. Well, we've got some snow coming our way. Right now, the model's indicating that it could be significant down Niagara Way, 10 to 15 centimeters. But even for the Golden Horseshoe and the GTA, 5 to 10 centimeters in the forecast. You get east of the city and you're talking about 10 to 15 centimeters. So you know what this means. This is Thursday morning. Snow on the ground, snow coming down, and that is going to make for a long, tricky commute. Make sure you tune into the Weather Network first thing, just to make sure your commute is going to be okay. And I would set my alarm a little bit earlier, of course, too, because yeah, you could be late. You know what it's like. A couple of centimeters and it's havoc. Okay, so Wednesday morning, temperatures around -3 in Toronto and Hamilton. Wednesday during the day is not the bad day. So it's going to be fine for the most part. A little on the cool side. So Wednesday afternoon, -1 in Toronto, about 5 degrees cooler than what you saw on Tuesday. But the bigger story will be Wednesday morning. So this moving in late day Wednesday, circling around, you can see it, and then the snow coming down around the GTA. And again, we're talking about the potential of 5 to 10 centimeters of snow coming up. The top 5 cold snaps. Yes, it's going to be a slow go on the roads, more so late day Wednesday in Ottawa. Temperature-wise, this is how we're looking, -4. That's to start the day. -2 is really not that unseasonably cold. I think the bigger story for you in Ottawa will be the snow. And yes, it will be piling up. We're looking at least 15 centimeters for the city. The farther east you go, the heavier snow. Look at this, too. Down towards the 401, Brockville, heavy amounts of snow there. But for the GTA, I know a lot of people here are saying, okay, well, what about us? What kind of weather are we looking at? Again, we're getting into the snow late day Wednesday and into Thursday morning. 5 to 10 centimeters of snow is what it's looking like right now. Keep checking back in case that number changes. If the system changes at all in its trajectory, then maybe more snow, maybe less. But in the meantime, 5 to 10 is what the models are indicating. Temperature-wise, Wednesday morning cool, in the afternoon a little bit cool as well. Your long-range forecast is coming up. Very nice. Yes. Wait a minute. Isn't it better to give than receive? I think that's also important. Anyway, lots of fun stuff going on. Don't get stressed out about the holidays. Enjoy it.